Should I be offended?
It's hard to stay real in a world full of fake. It's hard to find truth when the liars are great. I'm trying my best to stay out of your way. Oh well, oh well. You talk a big talk, but got nothing to say. You hold your head high, but your morals are fake. I know you feel.
Coming in hot with Baxter. Hi, guys. Look. Shannon's the wiener. I was going to show you how he looks. He's like, when you smash his face, he looks like a little bear. Oh, well. It's hard to be cool in a world full of fakes. It's hard to be real when blah, 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 do, 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 do. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hey, Jam, Mimi. Shannon was the wiener today. How's everybody doing? How was everybody's 4th of July? What, you like the smell of my lip gloss? My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. It's a Lush. Yes, isn't it? Isn't he funny? He's just the best. Do we look alike? Oh, I know, this one just like lays around. It's so great. That's why I love cats. But now I have a pup like that. Oh, yes. This is amazing. Athena's a little bit like this, but oh, I didn't even see who was live. Does he have any dingleberries? Lay your head on my shoulder. Hey, three flying doves. Hey, Red. Your poor dog. He has to live with you. It was just that thing. It's not anything to be concerned about. Uh-oh. Oh, you do have a dingleberry crow. We'll have to take care of that. Can't have you having any dingles. It's really hard. You have to every day. Well, not every day, but thankfully he's just like this too. When you go to clean him, it doesn't bother him at all. Just put the little sprayer on his butt. Yep. He just stands there. Oh yeah, it is a recurring issue for sure. Hey, Pam and Dee Dee. He's so chill. Like, he does bark a lot. I mean, when he's in his play mode. You blinked. Yeah, I might have to trim it back there just I mean, I just love her fluffiness, though. Probably wouldn't be able to tell. Hey, Robin. So, what did I say? Oh, yeah, I did. He gets dingleberries really often. But so tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, finally have worked something with K Crime, and I'm going to be on her channel tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so in about 3 hours. And she's going to be interviewing me, and it will be about the Summerwells case. It's about what we were supposed to be on about a couple days ago. There was she had technical issues the first night, and it just didn't. She well, both I guess we just rescheduled it. I guess that's what it worked out best for her. So it is what it is, and for myself, I guess too, because I was going to take Caitlin to fireworks yesterday. Hey, I heard you talking about your cat's dingleberries in your video. I watched it today. Oh yeah, I bet it would be hard to clean a cat. But he's so chill. I mean, he just stands there when you're spraying his butt with water. Yeah, it's the live is also okay, so it's on the community wall, and hold on. I thought I will, it's the burn barrel, and I'll get that. It's on my community post and also in the description, but we're going to put it here too, so that it's the easy one to remember too, to just type out youtube.com/@KCrime. Oh, I know, I heard that, and I'm glad that somebody thinks that. And the spirits, they're going to be more honest, so we have to take their word for it. So what were you getting? I just watched your video, but what are you thinking about Roy Simpson? I don't know what to think anymore. I want to know where Fred heard this from. I wish I could talk to him again and stuff and get more details and know where this information came from. I have a glob of mascara there. But I guess your guess is as good as mine until somehow somebody's able to speak with him. Does anyone know if your chest feels colder and hurts because of stress? Colder? I've never heard that. But that sounds scary with the chest turning. We'll put you over there. I'll leave you alone for a little bit. Take a little nappers. Here's a pillow. There you go. There's a pillow. No. Okay, you can lay there. That's fine. Look at him. Did you just puke? Okay. He gets nauseous very easily. He has little tummy issues. This freaking mascara glob is gonna bother me every time I see it on camera. It bugs the crap out of me. It's confusing. My spirits were concerned about my safety. For sure. Khan is angry and furious. He kept saying lies, but then he'd say it was economics. Economics. So what? That's about money? See, what I'm thinking, I'm thinking if he's involved, I don't think he had like direct, like he didn't unalive Summer. I don't believe he might have been like, I think that more likely he was paid to move her or something. And if he has any involvement, he doesn't have a history of any sex crimes that I could find. He does have a long list of crimes, especially since like in the last few years, but he had a break from 1999 to about 2011 or so of no arrests. But before then, he had several, and then after then, he had a lot. In the last few years that he was alive, a lot of alcohol-related arrests, and his ex-wife told me, somebody was saying that he's not capable of such a thing, like with children, but he didn't used to drink in his younger days. He was hooked on meth his whole life, but alcohol was a thing of the last few years of his life, it sounds like. And it looks like from all his charges that he had a real problem with alcohol. Well, I think if they should have told him, maybe they wanted him to put it out or something, because why wouldn't they have told him like, hey, don't put this out? You know? Hey, beautiful sunflower. Like for my doctor, for my dog, as a service dog, and now I apply for an apartment. They won't confirm that letter. Oh my gosh. I would just like first get an apartment and don't say, I know this is bad, but I don't know. Maybe you can give them the letter like right out. Oh, I got a service animal afterwards, and there's nothing they can do about that. I know it'd be shitty. I don't like doing that, popping stuff on my landlord either, but apartment complex, who really cares? None of those people really care. It's not, they don't own the apartments. Right. Yeah, I know you probably already told them, but it's just a. So So since he barks, do you not? Are you saying that? Like, are you mean you're needing something like a house or something that's its own building? I know that struggle because there's no way I could live in an apartment with my daughter. Yeah, yeah, I do believe that she's been moved, and I think that if um he's involved, because there doesn't seem to be any type of history, and from the people I talked to who knew him, I don't know if, I mean, I do know he was abusive, like physically abusive, to his girlfriends and wives, really bad. Uh, I don't know if any sexual things or any stories on any sexual things. I'm trying to think. He loved women, is what I'm told, but I haven't heard any like inappropriate, any, with him being inappropriate sexually. Um, let's see what else. But I'm kind of wondering, did he change the last few years when he was drinking? Alcohol is a really bad drug. It's one of the most dangerous drugs. And it really, people do really stupid shit on alcohol. Yeah, like, did he move her body for money? And then Cotton said he wished he was the one who took her, but that he didn't. He claims he didn't touch Summer, so I don't know. It's confusing. Yeah, who knows how many times that. But see, every time she is moved and every time somebody um, is paid to move her, that's another person who knows about it. And from what I hear, though, Roy would be like the perfect person to have do it because he was he knew that area, according to people who I've spoke to, um, who know him or knew him. I'm sorry. Um, he knew that Laurel Run like the back of his hand because he lived right there. I mean, if you pull up his address, 1019 Mountain View Road in Rogersville, and if you pull that up, you'll see he's like on the edge of Laurel Park, and all his whole backyard is Laurel Run. Hey, Nanny. Hey, wait, what? Nicely done. Oh, yeah, you probably have a lot to catch up on, for sure. I don't know how long you've been gone. Couldn't be that long because I've seen you around somewhat recently. But if you've even missed a couple days in the community, it's still, you missed a lot. So you've probably missed the whole Panty Gate. JLR posted the documents. He found some information on an old arrest of Dawn's, and it was sexual in nature. And he was stalking this lady beforehand. And the reason why I can say that is because the lady in the police report said that the night before the incident, she caught Don Wells out there and she told him to leave and never come back. He came back the next day. Yeah. Hey, ICU. Just believe, I know it's so hard. Just really believe that it's gonna, and try not to stress yourself so bad about the living situation. I know it's like, trust me, like I've been put in a lot of like, you know, close call situations since Jim's passing. Like, you know, and I had to just like try to just keep my mind in today and do what I could for today and not like stress myself about what's going to happen. Am I going to get kicked out? Am I going to lose my car? Am I going to, get this? Is this going to get turned off if I'm blah, blah, blah? The list is endless. But it's really freeing to be able to learn how to manage that anxiety. And it takes a lot. I know it's hard, easier said than done. It's like, how the hell do you do that? I don't know. It's like a learned, kind of like an acquired taste, a learned habit over time. You just, I don't even know if there's any way to really hurry it along. Yeah, who is this Johnny he was waiting on? I want to know, how appropriate was that? Like, how old is this Johnny? Johnny, I mean, it sounds like a 10-year-old. What? No, I haven't discussed it. Let me I was gonna just pull up the prayer garden because I didn't have oh, let me see. Okay. Thank you so much, Country Girl, because next we'll go on to the prayer garden thing if we get to it, because I heard it was hilarious. She made a whole little, her or her grandkids or whatever made a whole animation of and I guess it was absolutely hilarious and had to do with the Dawn Pantygate situation. We'll just call it Pantygate from now on, okay? Hashtag Pantygate. Oh, I love ASMR. People act like Chris M exposed Dawn and changed the course of things, but he graciously left out so much. Yeah, he probably knows even more things. Maybe that's probably why he's so. Bye, guys. Bye. Look, I don't know if my daughter put a little bit of blue dye on his paw. What the heck? I just noticed that like a couple hours ago. See, that's not good. It's not puppy. That's not for doggies. Um So, okay, let's go over JLRs. This looks interesting. JLR has those deer like baby eyes, or how do you say it? I don't know. His eyes, he has cute eyes, and I don't mean that in a weird way. It looks like in a little boy type eyes. Oh, so you are gonna. It was funny, so you saw it. Oh yeah, I did too, Juniper, because my fan decided to stop working for some odd reason. my fan just stopped working out of nowhere. My floor fan that I use at night, like, because it helps me sleep, the noise. So I had to put on something on the TV on YouTube, a fan noise from YouTube. But sometimes I do sleep to like ASMR and stuff. Yes, yes, doe eyes. There you go. There you go. Doe eyes. There, Julie Howard said it too. I don't know if his eyelashes, yeah, they're kind of long. I was about to say, I don't know if his eyelashes are so long as they are like dark and kind of looks like a little bit of, they kind of outline his eyes. Okay, let's get to watching. Let's see what JLR has for us today. And look at his feline friend in the background. Oh, hey, feline friend.
Constantly Rich's investigates. I am a reporter covering the Summer Wells case. This video is for educational purposes only and to bring awareness about little Summer Wells. She was 5 years old when she went missing, June 15th, 2021. She has still not been found. It is a mystery. Where is Summer Wells? Let's talk about Don Wells, the prime suspect in the disappearance of his own little girl, Summer Wells. Going back to old interviews that Don Wells gave to the media right after Summer was reported missing. And I want to share a clip right here. I want to share two clips, actually. One, he spoke to a local media outlet, and he just said right from the rip, human traffickers, she was taken. That's, Don's belief right there. That's what he wanted to say happened. But the authorities are saying something totally different. So I'm going to play this clip right now of Don Wells when he spoke to the media just a few days after Summer went missing. Check it out.
We still got our God, and we still, I mean, you know what I mean? He's got to put our faith and trust in him. He's the only one that knows where she's at. Right. Well, I guess I just wanted to ask a couple of quick questions about, since we last spoke, have there been any new developments or any changes in No, not at all. And I saw where Friday night after sundown they called everybody back. Yeah, there was some sort of tip or something that we seen, blue lights up and down Beach Creek, and the helicopter flew till like 4 in the morning, looking around, so we was up till 4 in the morning being hopeful that they, find something, but there's nothing. Oh, yeah. My personal opinion is it's maybe some human trafficking ring seen her on Facebook and tracked her down, like some kind of, somebody is taking her out of the area, and I don't know whether a human trafficking ring or what or who.
So I've been seeing this name a lot. I know this is off topic, but this is just a repeat of Dawn in the past right now. This isn't the good part. But anyways, I've been seeing this name, Rudy Farias. Who is this kid? So this guy, was this kid reported missing and he's been found? Was he found alive? Jailer cracks me up too. He finds out everything, and if there's paperwork he can get a hold of, he will in days. Never date a man who hates cats. If they hate the most independent creature on earth, they will never respect your independence as a woman either. Best advice ever. Some people are really allergic to them, but, that doesn't count. Rudy Farias. Ew, what? What's that mean? His mom was like Munchausen syndrome, I think. She kept him away. It's sad. And said he was missing. Oh my God. Ew, that's gross. Yeah, right. Mimi of 6. Let me pull up my chat on my phone so I can. Gosh. Today. Why isn't my live coming up? There we go. Gosh. All right. He just told authorities that she made him daddy and gave him drugs that wasn't ew for 8 years, and someone found him on a what? This is reminding me of a little bit of what's her name? Gypsy Rose. That's one is like, how do you, the daughter ends up killing the mom because, the mom's has her in like a prison and have to pretend that she's sick and, shaving her head. And oh my gosh. Hey, Kathy. Yes, Gypsy Rose. That mom had Munchausen by proxy, which means through somebody else. By proxy would mean through somebody else. There's probably Munchausen. I don't know. Is there such thing as? I'm sure there is. Munchausen just by itself would probably be making yourself sick for sympathy. Another Mrs. Blanchard. Yeah, so what did she get out of prison? What do you guys think? Should she have gotten prison time? What do you guys think? Probably would have helped her better to go to some kind of mental institution because of all the programming of her whole childhood, made to think she was sick and all that stuff. That's really what they should have done but would have, should have, could have. Grizzly Hood News. Okay, I'll check that out. Maybe I'll bring it up here in a second. Let's see. Grizzly Hood News. Hey, Sheba. We're just getting started. It? Is this the right channel? Anyways, I just wanted to bring it up for maybe later. It's called Donna Candace Wells Suspicious. Who's that? Who is that, country girl? What is called that? I looked it up on Facebook. I thought we were talking about Rudy. I thought that's what they were telling me to go to this Grizzly News for Rudy Farias. That's what. Who mentioned it? Right here. Is it not about Rudy Farias? Oh, I'm not on the right video on JLR. I'm not. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Investigative reporter Jonathan Lee Rich is covering
Thank you.
the Summer Wells case. A concerned citizen just sent me.
I'm sorry I confused you. Somebody gave me this. We started talking about Rudy Farias. You know how I jump back and forth. Shush. Mm. Okay, let's continue with what we were doing.
Some video footage that I want to share with everyone regarding Don and Candace Wells. Don and Candace Wells at one point were staying in a hotel room in Arkansas, Springdale, Arkansas, while their daughter, Summer Wells, remains missing. Summer Wells has been missing since June 15th, 2021. She has still not been found. Authorities have spoken out saying that the parents, Don and Candace Wells, are not cooperating with the investigation. But I want to share this footage because a concerned citizen sent me a video, and I want to share this video. I'll share it right now with you guys, and then we will further discuss. Check it out.
What the hell? Did they hire like a homeless person to like guard their room or something? What the hell is going on? I'm not saying he looks homeless, but I just who is this guy? That's crazy, Kathy. Okay, I just made an observation. This has to be, I would assume this is somebody staying at the hotel or the motel because look, this is an older motel and he has the old style keys on his around his neck. And it looks like possibly, I don't know if maybe that hotel puts all their keys on a lanyard or maybe this guy just put it on there, but it totally looks like keys for, old style motel like this.
So this concerned citizen was saying that during the course of the day, while Don Wells was working, that these men would go in and out of the hotel room where Don and Candace Wells were staying, and it's possible drug dealing going on in that home. And to me, it kind of makes sense considering that Don and Candace Wells were making YouTube videos lately, and Don would look like he's under the influence of something, drugs and alcohol. And he also made a video inside his hotel room and flipped the camera around by accident. It looked like Candace was under the influence. Is drug dealing and drugs involved with Don and Candace Wells right now in Arkansas. Now, Don Wells has just been ordered back to go to Tennessee to see his probation officer. Apparently, he's on probation. Maybe his probation officer got wind of some sort of illegal activity that Don.
See, what's funny is JLR had the same exact, and he follows the case just as meticulously as I do, or even more, maybe even more, especially lately since I was, spent some time away. And he even said that he did not believe he thought Don Wells was off of probation. I swear, like, when I know everybody says that he already had a charge, I understand that, and then he got a DUI and it violated his probation. But we were all told, and I remember it, that he was doing his time so he would not have to be on papers. I remember it like yesterday, and others remember it too. Is this like the what's it called, the Mandela effect, or I don't understand. So when I was watching JLR's video on the red panty, the panty gate, he talks about, he's like, well, I guess Don was on probation. I mean, I thought he was I thought that was the whole deal. And I was like, sitting there like, yeah, I know, right? I was sitting there like yelling at the freaking computer, being like, what the heck? What? He does? I don't know. That is weird that the guy's wearing like full winter clothes in summer heat. What do you think they did? Do you think they're paying that guy with drugs? How much do you want to bet they're paying that guy with drugs to stand out there? I would bet money on it. They're probably taking shifts, and they're probably giving free drugs to these guys to watch their hotel door because they're so paranoid, because they're probably smoking crack and probably been up for a few days. So what's going on with Don? Is he coming back to Tennessee, or is he in the motel room smoking crack? Like, and if he's not in Arkansas, is Don aware that his wife is like hanging out with other dudes doing drugs? I mean, I'm sorry, there is nothing else that they're would be doing in there. Maybe drinking, okay? We could say drinking. But besides that, they're not going to just be hanging out with some randos in a hotel room or motel room. That is so suspicious and so obvious. I don't know what he's thinking. That makes it look so much more suspicious than if he would have just had somebody not stand out there. But that's totally a crackhead thing to do right there. That is something a crackhead would do. I'm sorry, I use that word a lot, but that is just true. You get paranoid on that drug, especially after you're on it after a couple days and haven't slept. And, if he has somebody standing out there watching for him for any suspicious, like any cops or anything, warn him, or anybody coming up. But that just makes it look more obvious to me. When I'm on workers. Oh, meth is definitely well known around workers because it keeps them awake and working, but I don't think that's their drug of choice. I think it's Don's always said it's cocaine, so I'm just assuming it's crack cocaine, like he's always said. And I thought he lost his job, or is he just doing those, like, how sometimes they'll have those where you can go, it's usually men that do it because it will be like construction work or whatever. You just show up at this place at like 8 a.m. and you get to work for the day for, I don't know, it's like temp agency or something. Oh my God, is she freaking for real? Okay, Daisy. We're gonna. Hey, RJ. Don is in Tennessee. Well, he's supposed to go back to Tennessee for probation, I guess, Alana, and they called him back. And I guess that I guess people were, kept calling Don's probation officer, wondering why he was in a different state when he's on probation. And, with a missing child, and, are they running? Are people watching them? Then we get this dude standing outside their door in full winter gear, bundled up. Like, what the hell is going on? The dude's in a winter jacket. Why does he have a jacket on? Maybe it's nighttime, I guess. Could be nighttime. I don't think so. I think that's somebody. If somebody was texting me thinking it's the room cleaning people, I don't think so at all. And that he just happened to be standing there. But that's the theory. He could be. Is he staff? Did the people that were filming this just so happen to get this guy standing there at just the most opportune time to make it look suspicious? I don't know. JLR saying that the person claims they kept walking in and out of that hotel room. I don't know. Do you guys think it's a staff or something? I mean, it does have a key, like, to me. Let's hit play. Let's listen to what he says again. I could have swore he said the person that filmed it saw people going in. I wish they would have filmed that if they did see people going in and out, because we can't just go by somebody's word. Is that Doug?
So this concerned citizen was saying that during the course of the day, while Don Wells was working, that these men would go in and out of the hotel room where Don and Candace Wells were staying, and it's possible drug dealing going on.
Okay, what bothers me about that, which I believe it, I do, but wouldn't you get video of that? That would be like, wouldn't you get video of somebody, or were they not thinking? Or, but I believe it. I think it looks suspicious as hell, but I don't think it's just staff. But still, why didn't she get film of this person walking in and out? You've been blocked since all the way back then. Candace Wells pimp. Did she say that? She said it. Is there really a Hawkins County deputy sheriff named Eduardo? Oh, you were thinking that. Oh, yeah, the Suburban. You think Kathy was meaning the Suburban? Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy, Mama T. All right, let's continue here.
In that home. And to me, it kind of makes sense considering that Don and Candace Wells were making YouTube videos lately, and Don would look like he's under the influence of something, drugs and alcohol. And he also made a video inside his hotel room and flipped the camera around by accident. It looked like Candace was under the influence. Is drug dealing and drugs involved with Don and Candace Wells right now in Arkansas? Now, Don Wells has just been ordered back to go to Tennessee to see his probation officer. Apparently, he's on probation. Maybe his probation officer got wind of some sort of illegal activity that Don and Candace Wells were doing in Arkansas. Well, concerned citizens who are looking for Summer Wells, she is missing, said that they would see these guys like standing in front of her hotel, and then the door would open and somebody would go in and someone would stand outside and stand guard. Very, very, very strange and bizarre. But also, I want to share some new information with you because Don and Candace Wells, while they were in Arkansas, were both arrested in the past in Arkansas for drug charges. Check it out. So they left Tennessee to go to Arkansas, suspected drug activity going on in Arkansas with Don and Candace Wells. They have a prior history of drug charges in Arkansas, all while their daughter remains missing. And according to Ronnie Lawson, the sheriff investigating what happened to Summer Wells, the parents are not cooperating.
Investigators say Candace Bly and Donald Wells are no longer cooperating with the investigation into the disappearance of their daughter, Summer Wells.
Are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. They have attorneys.
Is the family still cooperating? I know you said obviously the daughter's there, but like the mother and all those other people, are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating.
The 2-year anniversary of Summer Wells' disappearance just occurred. Don apparently was ordered back to Tennessee, like I said. Was his probation officer aware of what's going on with Don, being in a hotel in Arkansas, making videos from YouTube onto YouTube in a hotel, yelling and screaming at people and sounding like he's under the influence? If I was Don Wells' probation officer, I'd probably be concerned with that, considering their track record in past. Don Wells is a violent criminal offender who's been arrested around the country for the last 40 years of his life. I will share all of Don Wells' mugshots. I was told that by authorities, that Don Wells is the prime suspect in the disappearance of his little girl, Summer Wells. Will authorities be making any arrests anytime soon on Don or Candace or both? Remains to be seen, but I am covering. Let's check it
out. Okay. So observations about this. That somebody messaged me, and I agree. It looks dark inside the room. There's lights on, so it's dark, or it's turning nighttime. Looks about dusk. I don't know. It does look dark in the room, so I don't know what to think. I mean, the Suburban's there, but would hotel staff just stand there for hours on end guarding the room?
So this concerned citizen was saying that during the course of the day.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I think that they would almost I don't think that they would want to pay the staff extra to man that door, or unless they're already working, and I don't know. I mean, maybe they'd stop by like every once in a while, you know. I could see that, but I don't know what to think. So, Jay for Justice was praising you in your last live. She said you were the best. Aww. You know what sucks is that right before Jim passed away and all that craziness, I was supposed to be a guest on our show, but then everything went crazy. I went off YouTube, you know, Jim passed away and went off YouTube. And so maybe that can still happen in the future. It's funny to me. I was telling somebody because I used to watch JS for Justice before I even started YouTube. And I kind of looked at her like, I don't know, kind of like YouTube famous or something. I don't, her and Critical K. Because Jay has been on, you know, the news, even like Dateline and stuff. And so I looked up to her. So it's funny now that she watches me, and, you know, she's even said in the past that I was one of her favorites to watch. So it's like surreal in a way. I know it's silly, but anyways, I know her and Critical K don't get along, but at all. But I like both. I think both of them are really, they have the voice for it, and that they're just got the personalities for it. She's the first one we watched too. Well, I appreciate it. I saw a screenshot that somebody sent me that she was defending me because somebody was laughing, saying that I think, you know, making fun, saying that I think that I believe everything he says and blah, 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 you know, just, which is absolutely ridiculous because that's not true. I've even said the last few days that I don't know what to believe now with him being desperate in jail, you know, and having such serious charges. I mean, he's in a tough spot. So I don't know what to think. I don't know Fred under pressure like that. So, and I saw somebody too lean on me who comes over here, and I thought she was done talking shit, but I guess not. She's like, oh, I feel so bad because I talk shit. I just had a screenshot from a couple of days ago of her like trying to say like, oh, Ziggy just didn't tell Fred I love you back because the camera was on. Get real. These people, they really come up with some freaking crazy shit. They just like let their mind go wild. I don't tell Fred I love him any other time. It's crazy. It made me just, I mean, I know, just like I said on here, people in the South, he means it in a like brotherly sister way. I know, I don't think I don't know, I don't think he has a crush on me or anything. Seriously, I've never even thought of that. I've never got that opinion. He probably just liked that he had somebody that was, you know, nice to him and giving him a chance to talk and not freaking automatically scared of him by people's rumors. Oh, your husband was getting a little bit jelly. Oh, well, thank you, Tater. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's weird to me though with a man, you know. I don't know. I don't know if it shouldn't be indifferent, but I think it's weird that or maybe I'm different about it because it's a guy and it's, you know. But I truly think he means it in like a sisterly way. Because he calls me sis, so it'd be kind of creepy if he was into me and called me sis. And what? Candace told the police that Dawn's daughter and kids live in that motel too, in that same room. Yeah, I don't think I want to live on Ben Hill Road. Sorry. No matter how good of a person I think Fred is, I really don't want to. I mean, it would be really kind of dumb for any person to uplift their life and want to move to Ben Hill Road. You know, that's not a dream of mine at all. And even Laura has been wanting to go back to Virginia, and he wants to stay. He's not leaving. I thought it was sweet too. I think he's just a really nice person. And I don't believe he has anything to do with Summer Wells at all. But I want to stay. I want to still, you know, have his back and stuff because he's never lied to me that I know of, like where I have proof. Okay. So intentionally, you know, I'm sure he's told me things that aren't true, unknowingly, or not exactly true. So I want to still continue to have his back, but this is a different situation because he's in a bad spot. Oh, really? Oh, wow. So somebody messaged me and said, "Oh, that's a good point." I don't want to say their name because I don't know if they want to be called out, but so they said lights are on outside, so it's night. And if you look, or wait, let me go on to this one. It says hotel security will wait like that to get them to pay for the room. Maybe they didn't pay the hotel bill yet. He's going in and out of room, ready to kick them out or have them pay. Maybe no one is in the room. Why lights are off and he's waiting for them to return to talk to them. I know the Wells did say in a live that they needed money to pay for their room. They were getting kicked out. Oh, that's an interesting theory. I mean, it's not like it's some kind of like high-end hotel, so they probably don't even have like some kind of lock to put on the door to keep the Wells from going in. So that's completely true. Maybe hotel staff, they were going in and out because, you know, they were checking to see if they were there. So maybe Dawn and Candace, or Candace is in another room, or something. And they're just standing there waiting for him to come back. He's holding something in his hand. Let me look again. What's that? Yeah, what is that? That looks like one of those door locks. That looks like one of those door locks to me. Hold on. Let me see if I can. It's already on HD.
So this concern.
It kind of, to me, looks like it could be a door lock, that those things that hang on the door. I don't know. I could be. And I do see a paper there right above it. So I don't know. Is he waiting for them to get out in this video? Was she kicked out? Is he waiting for her to get all her stuff out? Wait, what? Oh yeah, is this about Candace? I don't know. A good point too. There's a paper on the door. So it's probably to let them know they're for non-payment, I would guess, right? I'm sure it is. And so they're just waiting. Yeah, I would almost bet. Thank you to the person that gave me that theory, because I would almost bet that it. At first, I didn't think it was like hotel staff just standing out there or cleaning crew, but now with that paper on the door and what looks like in his hand, to me looks like a door lock. And now he's standing out there. It's like he's waiting for her to get her stuff out of the room to make sure she gets out. That's what it looks like to me. I wonder when this video was taken. I've been checking Alana. Is it Elena or Alana? I've been checking. I checked just a few minutes ago. I even checked Arkansas. I checked Arkansas and Tennessee, and I didn't see any, Dawn in any jail. Oh, really? Paper was always there. JLR didn't read it? Oh, okay. The paper has already been on the door. So that has. Oh, okay. Okay. Gosh, I don't know then. I don't know. To me, that thing in his hand kind of looks like it could be one of those things that keeps somebody from entering the room for non-payment. Yeah, exactly. How does he have a valid driver's license? I mean, maybe he's got it reinstated since. Yeah, JLR said someone sent this to him. Right. Where's Summer? Where is Summer? Oh, really? A do not disturb? Yeah, he had a DUI. He should have lost his license for a year. Even on your first DUI, I believe it's a year. At the very minimum, 6 months. So I don't know. I mean, it's been 6 months, but it's hard for me to keep track of. He was probably let to have temporary oh yeah, if he has that in his car, then. What? She's going to be allowed to take him home with her? I thought she was hiding them. A restricted license, yeah. So then, if he does have a restricted license, which you're probably right, he probably does, he would definitely have to get permission to be driving out of state. Usually, the restricted license are for just work. So, but if he's saying, "Oh, we're going to Arkansas for work," then I could see maybe them allowing him to drive there. I don't think so. I don't think you can drive to other states. Dang, after 1 month, she got her license back, Sheba? He said he had to pay some fines to get his license back. Which daughter? Are you talking about Dawn's oldest daughter, Alana? Oh, yeah, those things are expensive. Oh, yeah, and the restricted license is expensive too. Yeah, I did. I saw it was changed once again. Right? It was August. Was it not? I mentioned that I was talking about that yesterday. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It has me nervous a little bit because hot baby. Has me nervous because why does it keep changing later? And I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's going to get out anytime soon. They also recalibrate those blow machines like every month. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that wasn't all of Don's mugshots. Yeah, but there's probably something that we don't know, Valerie. I wish we could know what's going on, but he did that on purpose. That was a freaking joke. It had to have been. I bet he was trying to. I bet Tim put him up to that to accidentally say he was in Rogersville just to get people to leave him alone in Arkansas. Yeah, that's insane, Sheba, because when I got on my first DUI, I lost my license for a year. I could have sworn, but that was back in 2002, 2001. Now, I do know people who are lucky and get a good lawyer, and they're able to get only lose their license for 3 months, but that's like on your first one. Yeah, with his long hair. He was in Tennessee. He was there for his drug test. I'm surprised they didn't let him go into like a local place to get his drug test. This says Jose. No. But left back to Arkansas the next day. Yeah, I wonder what Tim's thinking about the panty gate. Okay, let's go over to, before I get off here, let's go over to Prayer Gardens real quick. That's what I was getting on here to watch. feeling kind of a little bit sick again, so I don't know how much longer. And plus, I have to get ready for the live tonight, right? Rockabye, baby. Okay. Let's see here.
Everything on the 4th, right? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country we live in. Absolutely. You're number 3, sweetie. God bless. And Shay, you're number on his way out. Crack me up. Justice. Pennies on a stick. Yeah. That's the truth. Right? I can't help it. I can't help it. Don the panty bandit. Right? Don is the bloomer bandit.
The bloomer
There
bandit.
you go, y'all. 4th of July. Here you go. Let's start the night right. Right. Here to go. Here to go. Oh. Hold on. Don got him busted. Right? You're busted. He got some candy panties.
Oh my God. Once he got back to Arkansas, his PO called him back to Tennessee. Yeah, you guys let me know about this. So I don't like that Fred's there. He's not a panty thief. I think they dyed their hair because of hair follicle test, but they do dump. You gotta strip the color off. They can take nail clippings too. No guy doing the DCS right now. Yeah, a lot of times they think if they dye their hair, it will make it a negative.
Don the candy man. He's not the candy man, he's the panty man. Right?
She's stupid.
Oh, shoot. For real. Watch. Let's see it again.
Oh my
Here
God.
they go. Here they go. These old boys work together. Right?
Oh
They
my
work
God.
together. Don's like jackpot.
Yeah, pot.
Look, I just busted. He hit the lotto.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious. Super hilarious, right? Yeah. Happy 4th, y'all. Right? I just start the night off right. Jeez. Daisy.
What the heck? She has a Googles. What is this?
Right? Oh, Miss Stacy. Ooh, look what's running around your house in the middle of the night. Right? Bring on. Let's see this again. Candace says, bring on the money. All right. He said, bring on the money. How you like it, Miss Daisy, huh? How you like it? Those red eyeballs in the dark.
Goofy.
Daisy. All right. That's what she had running around her house. Yeah. Candace is like, boogie, boogie, boogie.
Oh my
You
god.
didn't know. There you go. That's my question. That's my question. So we're going to hear some of what Candace. Oh, hey, hey, Justin. Listen. Hey, listen. I found out what happened to your tents that you sent to the hotel. There it is, man. There it is. I found it.
Oh my god.
Right? Took a little bit of investigating, but we found out what happened to that tent. Right? We found out what happened to the tent.
Oh my god. She had too many brownies. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't.
I think I'm laughing more at her, like laughing and just being. Oh man. She's already camping in it. She's glamping in style with the nice tent that Justin said her. That is glamping for Candace. Glamping. Oh, I get goofy too, so it's okay. Her head's so little to her body. Oh man.
Resist. I can't resist, right? Candace decided to get that tent and camp out. Oh, shit. Well, at least we know she got them, right? Along with, hey, love of Scorpio, I'm bringing you up, hon. Do you want to close?
Yeah, I'll let y'all go.
But yes, I totally agree with you. Either that's why they made up the planting flower thing, because she.
All right, let's check out. Did you guys see the trailer that? I know she did a video on it, but I loved her little trailer that she did. I put it on my could be under videos right here. Do you guys see this? I haven't watched JS for Justice video yet, but I do have to go in a second because I'm going to be on the burn barrel tonight in less than 2 hours. So, but if you guys should watch JS for Justice live. I hear it was pretty good, and I haven't checked it out yet, but I should have been going over that. That's what I should have been. But this was a good trailer she did.
Summer Wells has been missing for 2 years. I recently heard this jailhouse call between YouTube creator Ziggy and Fred Hill, who is one of the neighbors on Ben Hill Road. It has recently been reported that things are heating up in the Summer Wells investigation.
Oh, the Summer Wells case? It was.
And they more likely found her.
Fred Hill was arrested for running a meth house, but he's on this jailhouse call talking about Summer Wells and where her body can be found.
The other person that you.
No, it was Cotton Simpson.
And he implicates this guy named Cotton Simpson, who's dead.
It's something I just found out myself that I was questioned about, and I'm trying to go to a cave. There's a hidden department in behind it. Where they're trying to say her body is. They know I ain't got nothing to do with it either. As far as the case, I mean, I'm 100% clear. I'm 100% clear.
Where is Summer Wells?
Something about the reward money and shit. And I told him I ain't want nothing.
So I know what is up. Why didn't they confiscate? You would think that they would take that mattress. Why, or at least the gross sheet. Like, did they spray that with whatever it's called, luminol or anything? Oh, that's disgusting. Exactly. Jinx. I don't know why they would get rid of the couch and not the mattress. They should have thrown that thing with it.
Need to get some shag carpet up in this bitch. All right, let's get our movie up. It's movie time. Morning movie with Jay is for Justice. Oh, I don't want to do it that way. Hold on.
No, around this side.
Oh, Candace. Oh, Candace. The stuff that has been coming out lately is so disturbing. We're going to go over what the latest is with Don Wells. But first, I want to give some props to some of my favorite creators that have followed this case. For what it's worth, these are the people that I've watched, that I've gotten information from, that I think have done good for this case and keeping Summer's name in the limelight. So, hold on. Let's resize this baby, and then let's get this show on the road. And don't get frustrated, but I am be pausing and commenting because this all deserves commentary. All right, let's begin. Welcome to the show. If you would like to see more, make sure you subscribe. And if you like what you see, please hit that like button. Here we go.
Which I
Woodbury,
did.
welcome. And Flo, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to film around this side. No, around this side. No, around this side.
Hi, Potato.
Listen how loud that door is. Now let us remember Grandma, Granny panties, candy panties was outside the whole time.
She was. Grandma
But
was outside.
Let us watch. This door is super loud. This door is super
Walk
loud.
out there with her. What if I did this? What if I did that?
I don't lost this.
Okay, I'm gonna film around this side. Now around this side. Now around this side. Now around this.
Into the ER because my leg was messing up on me, and we were afraid.
Now you see how Grandma listened when she heard a slam?
So took me to into the ER because my leg was messing up on me, and we were afraid.
Wow, great observation on Prayer Garden's part. I never have noticed that. The door shuts and Grandma looks that way. Oh, thank you, Alana. This is the interview where it came out that it seemed to come out allegedly that Grandis was not actually at the swimming hole because she was like, the way she spoke was as if she was not there. Barrels of shit. Is that really what those were? Ew. Is that from them? Are those from pumping? Like, was she using a whatever it's called? Do they have to pump like sewage out? Aw, thank you. Thanks for keeping me company while I clean the dreaded men's bathroom. I'm so happy you're back on YouTube. I think you're genuine, caring, and you got more guts to speak the truth than most. Aw, thank you so much, Candace. Candace Hardwick. That's sweet. Thank you. Septic tank. That's Chris's interview with Candace. There's hidden EVPs all over that entire footage. If you slow down the recording, you can hear spirits talking in between him and Candace. It's crazy. I'll have to check that out. I'm super into that stuff. I didn't know. Did you know that I read cards too, Juniper? I have a backup channel where I do tarot. I'm still kind of learning, but I'm decent, I guess. Fred's Raymond's old outhouses in the holler. Grandis and Candace seem like cold people with no emotions. We've seen Candace cry before, but it might be alcohol induced. And also, if she really is bipolar, like, I don't know. We've only heard that. I can't remember who exactly we heard that from, so I don't want to. I could have sworn we heard that from Dawn, but I would guess her emotions go up and down. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Hey, Mike. Let's see here.
She heard it. If that door would have slammed, Granny would have heard it. If that door would have slammed, Granny would have heard it. This was a test.
Granny failed.
A test, and Granny flunked it. Granny, you would have heard the back door slamming. Your ass was outside.
So took me to into the ER because my.
There's been lots of threats of people who are going to come up here and going to beat the truth out of us and all kind of other stuff. And we've had people come up one night with flashlights, and we had to call the police. And I don't know, just stuff like that, stuff that people put on.
What are the police doing about those type of things?
The FBI warned them on Facebook that something, I can't remember, but all this. I don't remember, but there's one guy, he was being real threatening to me, and I said, well, I'll make sure I let the FBI know about what you're saying. I told him, if you don't stop, I'm going to the FBI. Give him that chance. Well,
I'll give him that chance.
But nothing sense. So.
Okay. So Is there still a money award for information? Asks Mark Klein. No, there is not. So the money reward went through the Churchill Rescue Squad, and they had this money, and they're like, we don't want it. We don't know what to do with it. So they gave it to a judge, and they said, Judge, you decide. So the judge then in turn gave it to.
They were there on the 16th, Alana, and Randy saw a supposed allegedly, but we haven't talked to Randy. Allegedly saw Summer in the back of the extended cab, is what they said, with Candace and Grandma when they left that morning around, I think they said 9. But I could be wrong on the time. But that's also around the time that Fred Hill saw Dawn go up the driveway. He said 9 to 9:30 up the driveway with the boys. I don't think I don't know when the tree trimmers were exactly, like what days. I know they were there the 15th and 16th, I think.
Like a home for children as a donation. So that's where the money ended up going.
In my heart, I believe. Now, this is just the way I feel.
I respect that. Totally respect
I
that.
feel that somebody has got her hid out somewhere.
Okay.
And is keeping her away from us.
That Hunter says came in. Well, he said there was a call that Dawn made to you while you were.
It's so weird because do you think Candace is like telling us the truth? Sorry, I have some candy in my mouth. Because I've heard this theory about somebody else taking her and hiding her from them, like thinking they could give her a better life. Both Dawn and Candace have said this. Do they know that that's where she is? No, Randy is not the tree trimmer who is deceased. That is Paul Childress. He was one of the ones that we spoke to that day. I haven't talked to Randy. I would love to, though, but
We're in line at the prescription.
Okay, so let me give a little backstory. He's asking her about June 15th, and he's asking about the phone call that Hunter, Allie's son, recalled to him. Don called her while they were at the Walgreens, asking when she was going to be home. But if he was at work, why is he asking when she's going to be home? That doesn't really make sense. Hey, Robin.
Case may be get ready to be solved.
Do you think that has anything to do with your arrest? I mean, I don't know.
So Fred Hill was arrested for meth. He was running a drug house. Also, pay attention to, let me make this a little bit bigger. Pay attention to the inmates in the background. There seems to be a couple that are really kind of nosing around this Fred Hill. And you can watch this entire video on Ziggy's channel. I just have a couple clips here I'm going to play.
play the whole thing. It's totally fine to me. With me.
With what?
Like,
I don't think so.
I don't think it does it? I mean, your arrest has nothing to do with Summer, does it?
No. My case ain't got nothing to do with something.
But it was just weird timing, because it was like.
Well, see, they got to come up when they started the investigation like that. The 2 years, they got to close it and reopen.
Okay, this guy's full of shit.
La, 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 la.
He is trying to tell her, he's trying to tell Ziggy Oh my God, I know the hair. I can't with the hair. I know it's awful. If you can get past the hair, try to listen. He's trying to tell Ziggy that they investigated his case and it made her case closed, and then his case opened. But his case has nothing to do with her case. Listen to this bullshit again.
Okay, so it has some. Okay, what he's talking about, is the grand jury. They had closed some type of investigation. Um, I'm what I get from this is that they had they were going had up on the whatever case that they were looking at that time, was Summer Wells, and they were looking into charging somebody for something to do with Summer Wells or Don and Candace and the boys, and it was the grand jury because this was on. If you look at Fred's charges, he was charged on June 1st, which is the day the grand jury met. And from what I think he's saying is that they were looking at something to do with Don and Candace's case or Summer Wells, and it closed. They didn't have enough to bring any charges. And then after that case closed, the next on the docket was Fred Hills. That's what I think is being said. So that's kind of disheartening, because if that's true, that means they didn't have some kind of evidence needed to go ahead and charge somebody, Don and Candace or somebody. We don't know exactly what that case was, but it sounds like it's probably to do with neglect or something. And that's bullshit if they got out of the neglect shit. But whatever it was, they didn't have enough evidence to proceed with charges. And that's why it was closed. And then Fred's was the next, and it makes sense too, because if you look at his charges, he was charged June 1st of this year. But the two times that he had dealt, the two charges are from the end of 2021, November of 2021, and then March of 2022, both well over a year ago. And they're just now charged. The grand jury was deciding if they had enough. Maybe they didn't have enough evidence, so it went to the grand jury, or they didn't know if they had enough evidence, so they gave it to grand jury. I don't know how all that shit works. But it makes sense to me. And that's the only thing I can make out of that. And it's for 3 years, CPS and SA. So, but it does sound weird. That it's confusing, because it's like it's confusing, really is. I didn't understand, but if you look at his charges, if you go to the Hawkins County, I'll show you guys right now. No, not that. Okay. Filing date, June 1st, 2023. That's the date the grand jury met. Coincidence? Or, I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence, because look at the charges. The violation date was all the way back in March 3rd of 2022 for one of these charges. Now they've changed the hearing trial date to October 11th, was in August. So they must, I don't know. I don't think that's a really good sign. Then we go to the second one, and this violation date was November 29th of 2021. Over a year to bring charges. So they must have not, I guess, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to. I have no idea how this whole thing works, but I do know the filing date is the date that the grand jury met. So, but I do understand why people would think that that's like some bullshit. And maybe it is. Maybe he is.
Exactly, T-Rev. Exactly.
Because you're a liar.
And reopen. And where they closed her case, they reopened it again. It opened my case.
Oh, the summer.
Ziggy ain't buying the shit either. She's like, oh, the Summer Wells case? So listen to his bull. He is on some bullshit. Listen to this bullshit Fred Hill's on.
But it was just weird timing, because it was like.
Well, see, they got to come up when they started the investigation like that. In 2 years, they've got to close it and reopen. And where they closed her case, they reopened it again. It opened my case.
Now, mind you, this motherfucker was indicted by a grand jury. He didn't see this coming. Right? They didn't go arrest him and then have a prelim and put all this evidence out to hold him. Nope. He was indicted by a grand jury. And you're going to hear him say he hasn't even seen a judge. They want this dude to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They've got him on the drug charges via a grand jury. And they want him to talk. T-Rev says someone should have told him the bowl they gave him was for ramen noodles and not a haircut.
Aww.
I wonder who cut it for him, his boyfriend.
Aww.
No, he doesn't show his mouth because his screen where he's seeing Ziggy is down low. Her camera's up high. He can see her on a screen below the camera. This is from just recently, in the last week. He trusts Ziggy. He trusts her.
Oh, the Summer Wells case? It was closed and reopened, is that what you're saying?
I said, word.
Look at the man-made capris to the left behind him.
Was up on summer. They had to close it and reopen it.
Oh.
It started back new again.
Do they do that every 2 years or something?
Started new again? What? Well, he went from a mullet to this. It's a little behind, but a couple generations behind, but a coconut.
I bet anything he still has the long hair in the back. I'm sure it's still back there. I'm sure he has a little. I would bet money he still has. He didn't cut it all. Take it all off. They caught Fred with a little bit and dug up old charges to get him there and keep. So let me guess. Like, is she gonna? I'm guessing she's gonna think he's full of shit the whole time then, because it's not starting out good. I think if she starts it from the beginning and thinking that he's full of shit, then she's probably gonna be like that the whole time, huh? I don't know if anybody watched any of this. I don't think Fred is at all guilty. I don't. Now, I've got to be honest and think logically. You know, he's in a predicament right now. Could he be, trying to come up with a way to get out of jail? I mean, it's not like they would let him out. If he's just coming up with stories out of nowhere and it leads nowhere, that's just going to piss the cops off more. He claims, though, when he asked the officers if they found the cave, they answered him on that and said yes, they found the cave, but they wouldn't answer him if they avoided his question when he would ask if they found Summer. Did you know when they found the skull? I can't ever say that word right. Of Fred Hill's, like, he calls him his best friend, Jason Arnold. It took him a year to tell the family and to release it to the public. Police claimed it was because that's how long it took for results to come back to find out it was him. Is it possible they found Summer and they have sent her off to a lab somewhere for DNA testing to make sure it's her? No, he's not playing me. No, he doesn't have manufacturing. It's dealing. It's dealing charges. The way they put the charges there, it makes it look like it says manufacturer, dealing, possession, and it's confusing. But no, somebody called the jail and found out that it was for 2 dealing charges and then 2 charges of maintaining a drug house, basically. Yeah, well, you wouldn't think they would tell him, but and this isn't to I don't no, this is definitely I don't he's not this is definitely not something he's making up to me. I really believe, yeah, he talked to law enforcement. Is he bullshitting them is the question. You don't think he's I don't think he's smart enough to contrive a story. I don't know. I tend to, usually believe him because I always have believed him because he's never lied to me that I've found out. And people laugh and say, "Oh, he's never lied to you. What about the monkeys?" Well, how many times have people shown there's all kinds of articles where yes, there were some monkeys released into the mountains of Tennessee. And so it might be people's paranoia or just like a myth, kind of like I don't know, but it doesn't make him a liar if he believes that there's monkeys in the in the mountains of Tennessee. That doesn't make him a liar. That just, a lie is an intentional lie. So people are confusing. I mean, how it's not a lie if that's like saying you believe in Bigfoot. Is that person lying? No, it's just a belief. It doesn't make them a liar. But like I said, once again, he is in jail, and those charges are pretty serious. The Rose Bly statement. Yeah, I think that's what I've always I would love to know who it was he saw. I've always wondered if that was actually if he really did meet Rose Bly. Because he swears that he did, but the math doesn't really add up too well. Don't you think they probably already took his DNA? That would be crazy, but don't you guys think that they should already have Don's DNA, right? I mean, he's a felon. Yeah, I think he told me he only made it through like I don't know why I'm thinking this. He might have not said this, and forgive me, Fred, if I'm wrong, if you see this or hear about this. But I swear he told me he only went to like 8th grade or something. I believe Fred and probably his family were put to work very early on. I don't think education was like number one in the forefront. I think it was more like learning skills of the land. Like he's good with horses. They call him the horse whisperer. Yeah, they should have already have his DNA. He is a career criminal. That's true. Yeah, there is an article in it about the monkeys. I don't think he's lying either. It could also be, and let me tell you, it's not only Fred saying it. It's not that it's not that I believe everything that Fred's. I mean, I do give him benefit of the doubt, yes, up front. But I'd be lying if I don't say I've got to be realistic here in this situation. I've talked to Fred and known him the out of jail Fred, the free, doesn't have jail time over his head or, it's not in this type of situation. I haven't ever known Fred when he was in jail and facing pretty serious charges. Now, I'm sure he's scared, but it is his first like drug charges. He really does not have that crazy of a past as far as charges, except the Virginia charge. Besides that, he doesn't have anything really serious. The possession of gun thing, where he shot the guy in the neck, he didn't get any charges for that, except the possession of gun. And they found it to be self-defense. Actually, the guy that got shot in the neck got charges. So, but he really doesn't have that serious of charges before. This is the first of his that are now the charges in Virginia were pretty serious, and I think the reason why he did prison time on that is because he probably couldn't stay clean, and he probably kept failing drug screens. Yeah, and in that area, that's what they're going to do is go to work at an early age. And I think he had a lot of brothers and sisters. See, you know that Frank Light works with horses. Have you looked into Frank Light? I don't know if you can check about him. Frank Light, Andy Bernard, definitely. I don't know if he's worked with horses, but I think we're dealing with several people. He was there for 6 months and left in November. Yeah. It's kind of weird timing too. Because was he there to prepare, help prepare for something? I mean, it was only 7 months afterwards that Summer goes missing. She said she knows for a fact Frank didn't do it. Oh my God. How's she know for a fact that he didn't do it? Is she hanging out with that guy is a piece of shit, dude. That guy's ew. He's the worst of the worst. What? Sorry if it was mentioned already, but there was a guy in Jay's chat that lives near the Wells and said that DCS was called on Candace by a teacher for beating Summer in the school parking lot. Oh my God. I guess there was a different Frank Light that was looking for her, according to a comment above by where Summer says it was a cop out of, there was a deputy or cop out of Sullivan County named Frank Light. That's a different one. I don't know. I doubt that Frank Light was out looking for Summer. That's crazy. Guys, but I'm going to go. I'm going to be over on the Burn Barrel in a little over an hour. Let me get the link free real quick. I need a little bit of a break before. And be sure to watch JS for Justice's live on Frank Light. Hold on. Actually, let me go ahead and get you directly, the link directly to. Did I just say watch on Frank Light? I meant Fred Hill. Watch JS for Justice's live on Fred Hill. What? A pic of Scott H. and are you serious? Nuh-uh. Shut up. Nuh-uh. You are full of it. Well. Frank Light and Allie all in the same place. Scott worked shaking my damn head. Andrew show that receipt for the storage unit. What the heck? Thank you, Juniper. Everybody go to the Burn Barrel tonight. Hello. All right, guys. Be there, be square. Talk to you later. Ta-ta.